from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First down, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Bridgewater on 1st down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Room here to run. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Second and 10. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Play action. It's Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it is incomplete. They had a defender running right with him. And now it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Jackson now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Third and goal, Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Bridgewater's throw complete there to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Bridgewater to throw it. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. To throw is Bridgewater. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Bridgewater again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Play action. Now Jackson. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. 2nd down at 4. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Gibson here running out of the gun.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's a give to Gibson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. That high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw, Bridgewater. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To the air again with Bridgewater. Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He was trying to go back to Moore there. That'll bring up 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the draw, it's Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the goal line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback from Western Kentucky by way of South Florida. It's Mike White.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Here's White. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Throwing after the interception, White. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. Back deep, CeeDee Lamb. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll return it from the 6. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. It's a play fake. Now Vick. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It'll be Vick once more. Being chased out left. Vick into the slide, and he's got the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Vick loses the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
On first down, it's White. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now White. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. White. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Franco Harris. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 22, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Throwing, Vick. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Eric Ebron in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vick. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They're going to hurry back to the line now. first down. Vick dancing to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And Vick's throw there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Vick eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Vick. Vick loses the football. It's out, and the Seahawks have recovered. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
Following the fumble recovery. White over the middle, and it's incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. White looks to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, White. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now White with a first down throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8. White. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, here's Blunt, able to power through, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Flushed out right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Blunt will get the football. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, White got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And they're going to speed things up here. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now White. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vick. Vick loses the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. After the sack on first down, White, and he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now White, throwing on 3rd and long. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a carry for Blount. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. To throw, Vick. Steps away to his left. And he dumps it off to Blount. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 3rd down, Vick. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Vick to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Newton on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 63 yards. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot, your first one, or a throwing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, Vick. Buying time to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Harris. Gets through and now an opening. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he mixes up.
Oh, Vick's throw intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now Newton. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Vick now. Flush to his right. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a run by one of the best to ever do it, Michael Vick. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. From the gun, here's Newton. He finds his target, Beckham. Shifts by at the 15, and he's out right at the 25. Pitch and catch there good for 13, and it'll make it second down. Here's Newton. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, it's Newton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Newton to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point. Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Newton, touchdown! Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On play action, Vick. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 30. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll run with Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play action now. Vick. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Vick. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right? As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Newton. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, not even better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Vic goes play action. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Vic will look to throw on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing, Vic. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Newton throwing again. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. And oh, so close as he takes